What is going on, guys? Welcome to Comes Videos. My name is Kyle Gabriel. I'll be reviewing The Avengers. That doesn't seem right. The Avengers came out 2012. Oh, you mean the Defenders, the Avengers on TV.
You think the four of you can save New York? You can't even save yourselves.
Well, the Defenders just came out a couple weeks ago, and I'm here to review it. And my God, I was really nervous about this show because the Iron Fist came out, and then before that, Luke Cage came out. The second half was not so good, so it was a slope. This show kind of starts off really slow, and a lot of people are gonna have problems with that. But in reality, I think it's necessary, and that's why I'm really happy about it. They didn't just meet up and they're like, hey, let's be buddies, let's be friends. Oh yeah, no. It took time, and I thought it was necessary for each character to slowly be reintroduced because I don't remember half the shit that happened in Daredevil Season 2. Not because I didn't like it, it's just because it happened so long ago. And there was points where I was like, I was a little lost. What happened here again?
A few moments later.
Oh, yeah, you found out that Matt was Daredevil, and then you guys are going to be dicks about it. And that's one flaw I do have with it, and just letting you guys know, if you haven't read the title of the video, which I'll be concerned about, but the title is a spoiler review, so I'm going to go into deep spoilers. Matt's friends, Foggy and the other redhead bitch I don't really care about, they came off a little annoying in the show. They're like, okay, this and that. I'll be like, okay, I would be with them. I would be with them. I mean, like, if you find out your friend is blind and he's Daredevil, you have a little problem with that. But to a certain extent, when you find out that New York is gonna fall apart, I would be like, listen, man, you're blind. I got that. You're blind, but you got some kung fu-y shit going on, and I'm not gonna stop you. Every time they were on screen, it was just a roadblock, and it really ruined the flow of the show, and I just wanted to spend more time with the team together. And when the team was together, the show was moving. I mean, it was fantastic, and I love the chemistry between Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and that is the most important chemistry. That was the one I was actually nervous the most about, because Luke Cage and Iron Fist are like best buds in the comics, and they become heroes for hire, and that's why I don't want to see Iron Fist or Luke Cage Season 2, because I want them to have their own show. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see it happen. In the beginning, they did not like each other.
I'm the immortal Iron Fist.
You what?
But then naturally, they start really liking each other. It wasn't forced, and that's why I was really happy about the show. None of the chemistry was forced, because these guys are fucked up. They are, like, beyond repair, like, Looney Bin style. I mean, you got Jessica Jones, what happened with her and her show. And then you got Daredevil, who has the weight of the world on his shoulders, because that's the kind of character he is. You got Luke Cage, who's extremely naive, but he will not let anyone hurt anyone if it's unnecessary. Then you got Iron Fist, who's a little preppy, bitchy, like little bitchy, just a tiny bit, but also a billionaire who, he's like, out of all of them, he's the weirdest one because of his situation. He's got the glowing fist. So these guys do not really belong together, but they played off that really, really well. And that's why I just wanted to say the chemistry works fantastic. The action was really, really good. And like the entire time the story was being told, it was a very, very simple story. Like, New York's in trouble, so you got to do this and that. I wish the story was a little bit more complex, but it was just about the threat of the hand, and the hand was kind of threatening. That this was my biggest problem with the show. The hand was not threatening enough for me. What do I mean by that is that I've seen Daredevil take these guys on by himself. Sure, it was kind of scary because of the heartbeats, because they couldn't, like, you couldn't hear the heartbeats, but then that was completely erased, so Daredevil could take these guys on no problem. And, well, I won't say no problem, there was a lot of them, but I still didn't feel 1 ounce of threats for these guys. And then here comes the biggest disappointment of the show of all, Sigourney Weaver. A lot of people were saying she was menacing, she was threatening. I don't know if I missed an episode or two, but I was afraid of her at all. I was not. There was times where I realized they were trying to set up like, oh, she's threatening, but I just didn't buy it. I'm not going to say, oh, she's threatening because she's Sigourney Weaver. I'm not. I didn't buy the character was that threatening. I mean, she was the leader of the Hand, so there has to be something, but you got 4 heroes smacking these punk bitches around like it's no problem. So being a leader of these punk bitches is not that much of a big deal anymore. The scariest part was when you reveal the menacing leader of the menacing crew, the Hand. It was supposed to be like, oh, this oh shit moment, but then it just ruined this mysteriousness that the Hand had before, because in Daredevil Season 2, I was afraid of these guys because they could stop the heartbeats. Like, Daredevil could hear them. I didn't know where they came from. I didn't know what their purpose was. I didn't know who they were. And now that I know what their purpose was, I was a little pathetic. Like, live forever. Okay. So, overall, the villain side was really, really weak in my opinion. I mean, really weak. But I didn't watch it for the Hand. I watched it for the Defenders. And the Defenders really made the show go. Like I said, people not like the beginning as much because you don't get a lot of interactions. But when they interact, the interactions are fantastic. I do want to say about the ending, though. That was clever. I was like, oh no, Daredevil's down, I'm supposed to cry. But, you know, Daredevil Season 3 was already confirmed. But then they do this skyline shot where, like, you think it's Daredevil, like, hanging on the building. I was like, really? That's how you're going to reveal he's not dead? That's so 2003. And then it was Iron Fist. I'm like... So I'm going to give this show 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the good news is it's only 8 episodes. So really learn from the other shows that 13 episodes sometimes can be a little too much because they're trying to do the self-contained story. And if you do a self-contained story, 13 episodes seems like a lot. I like 13 episodes, but 8 episodes seemed more natural. Thank you guys for watching. I want to hear your thoughts down below. I have Twitter and Instagram. Comments underscore videos. Go find me there for latest news updates on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later, and goodbye.